Welcome, friends. We are here with our mouthful of an event we're doing all day here at ETHDenver. We are playing games with friends at ETHDenver. That's what we're going with. We're here with Bogan.
Bogan, yep.
Welcome. This is your first ETHDenver.
First ETHDenver, yes.
But you're not a rookie here in terms of these Web3 conferences and or hackathons.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, because we had dinner last night, so we've actually gotten a little bit of a conversation here ahead of time. You work for a pretty cool Web3 gaming company. Tell me a little bit, about what you're doing right now, a little bit maybe about your background. We'll start there.
Sure.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Yeah, like you said, I'm Bogan. I've been working at Gala for almost a year now. So right now I work on the Townstar game, which is kind of the flagship. Yeah, let's do this one.
You want this one?
Yeah, I want this
No,
one.
all right. Yeah, he's select.
I'm going to knock that over in round 3.
All right, perfect.
Been working on Townstar, the flagship game. They just won big award for Game of the Year. I'm the only developer left on it, so if you have any issues with the game, don't blame me. But I am the one
Link
that's
in
at
bio
fault.
to his home address.
I am the one. Yeah, we're currently rebuilding the whole thing in a new technology, so I'm running the game as it was until we get that figured out.
Okay. Let's just start here. What is the state of Web3 gaming, and maybe, what do you see happening here in the future, in the immediate future, and then maybe some of the more promising pieces? Because we talked a little bit about gaming, and you obviously find that exciting.
Yes.
What do you think in terms of the future of Web3 gaming?
I think that Web3 gaming has some big problems to solve, particularly the pay-to-play model is how do you keep money coming in to keep money going out?
Yeah.
And how does that end up working for everyone? Oh, right. Well, you give the person who needs the help the advantage of going first. That's what I thought.
100%, yes.
Yeah. But that's a tough problem to solve, and I think Gala's doing an interesting thing of building their own blockchain and becoming the infrastructure under the games, so it's not as much of a focus on designing games themselves as much as empowering actual game studios.
Yeah.
Because besides the pay-to-play problem, the biggest problem with Web3 games is that they kind of suck. A lot. They're not a lot of investment put into them. They're not They're not designed games and then put out. We will build this game, buy some NFTs, and then here comes the game.
Yeah.
And that's not sustainable long term.
Yeah.
So right now, building their own blockchain, getting out ahead of, relying on other people, becoming the go-to, basically the Steam marketplace for Web3 games. You get your game on there, and you use the APIs, and now you're a Web3 game.
Yeah. So are you participating in the hackathon at all this week for ETHDenver?
I was supposed to. Unfortunately, circumstances got in the way of that. So now I am here doing the networking and all the jazz that comes along with the conference, but not the actual hacking part of it.
Okay.
The most important part of it, I think,
is the networking.
Yes.
So maybe we'll take this conversation a little bit differently. That gives them a good background. For people that have not been to a crypto or Web3 conference, what are some of the things they should think about beforehand that you've maybe found beneficial in your experience? Planning
out is a big deal.
Yeah.
A lot of things get filled up, and unless you've got a real sweet lips, or when you have a sweet tongue, you can talk your way into stuff, whatever that's called. I clearly don't, based on the way I just said that. If you can, chat your way in, that's one thing. But generally, you just RSVP for free to anything. You just need to get on the list and get in.
Smooth talking.
Yeah, smooth talking. There you go. Yeah. But that's actually kind of separate from the event itself. The event itself, you pick the talks you want to go to, walk around, talk to whoever.
Yeah.
People like me, I don't have a lot of energy for that.
Sure.
So if you're worried about having to do that, your focus should be on things like after parties or activities.
Yeah.
Because for me, when I have an activity that I'm playing a game with someone, like some complex game such as this, it gives the opportunity to look away from someone and have pauses and quiet without having to feel that awkward conversation. So for me,
you're down 1-0 already.
Oh shit! I wasn't even paying attention.
It's the part of the conversation that's tough. The thing is, he's giving really good advice here. Absolutely, Lacey and I have made this mistake. It's free to register for a lot of these events. Try to plan out ahead. You gotta register. It's pretty easy. Maybe get your, whether it be an NFT or your registration email out ahead of time. That's a great, piece. These they're really scattered. It's a little bit
They're
different
scattered,
than
yeah.
a normal conference.
It's too big to not be
Yes,
scattered.
yeah, and that happens too. So you kind of got to maybe, it's a little bit of actually Jenga in terms of your schedule. No pun intended. No, it's best 2 out of 3. So
Best 2 out of 3. Okay.
So we can do that. But you were giving some good advice in terms of picking. My goodness, there we go. Picking your spots is almost what I would say. You were saying, like, you only have energy for maybe so many talks, so many parties. Right. For people that are looking to make connections at conferences, where would you start? What have you found to be kind of some go-to routes for that?
So
and I'll let you go first.
Sure, yeah. So my go-to route is to find someone who gave a speech or did something interesting. For some reason, I'm intrigued by wanting to talk to them.
Yes.
Let other people crowd around them, have their quick, short conversations, and then catch them 20 or 30 minutes later when they're off by themselves and they've had a chance to relax a little bit. Way more likely to want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Or at least have a meaningful conversation.
Yeah.
And again, for me, I like to do that at things like after parties because that's where the people you want to talk to are a little more relaxed too.
Sure.
Less in the mode of being a speaker, presenter, whatever.
Absolutely,
like that.
Yeah. In terms of, let's maybe take it back to your Web 2 to Web 3, experience for people, again, Metaintro community of engineers, community members, marketers that are looking to transition. What are some of the things that helped you make that transition? Because I know you, in your background a little bit, you took a course, or excuse me, how do you pronounce
DevMint?
DevMint, yeah, specifically to get some solidity background for yourself. Is that the go-to method? How would you maybe get involved in Web3 if you were to kind of, as somebody that's done it, and is now working at a cutting-edge innovator in the Web3 space?
So I actually did DevMint after I started at Gala.
Wow. So there you guys go.
You don't have to be a Web3 developer to be a developer at a Web3 company.
Yeah.
You just need to find the right opportunity at a Web3 company.
You don't want that one.
Oh, shit. I'm not even paying attention.
He's giving such good answers that he's we're getting thumbs down from the from the audience. That's all right. We're gonna move over here to
I'll pay
this.
some attention to this game.
Let me then ask specifically, because that's so interesting. Why? Because did you want to understand the technology deeper? Did you want to maybe give your company a reason for promotion or a raise? What was?
It's always a good reason.
Yeah, it's always a
good reason. Part of it's because down the road I really see myself founding my own company, and Web3, it's got so much potential for things that are coming down the road. I can't imagine, really going down a different path for the startup that I want to build someday in the future. Yeah. Whatever that may be.
Yeah. Do you think it's going to be gaming?
Might be.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll figure out the problem to pay to play.
Hey, it's a big problem in the space. Yeah. So what's next for you, or what would success look like for you as we kind of close out ETHDenver rest of the week?
Success.
Who needs to jump into your DMs as they're seeing you live here?
Seeing me live next week?
Exactly, yeah.
If you have an interesting idea and want to talk to someone about how to make that kind of thing happen, I'm certainly interested in ideas and working with someone on interesting projects. But if you just need help as a non-technical person trying to understand the technical side of things, I like helping people do that stuff. So if you slide into my DMs, sure, I'll help you out. Yeah,
that's great. I mean, it's having dinner with him last night, having him speak through some complex technical topics. It's maybe, we got to put it on top. I didn't do that either. It's my fault. I didn't do it in the last game.
It'd be a very different game if you just deconstructed it and that was it.
We played a whole game like that before, and Lacey was not too happy with how that was working out. But being able to put it in business, or excuse me, taking complex talking points and passing the mom test, as I like to say. Mm-hmm. It's hard.
It is hard.
It's not for the faint of heart.
That's why I feel like boot camp grads like myself have a good angle for becoming that kind of Oh boy.
Oh, he's going low. This is going to be an interesting one to get it out. Suspense. It's a winner. Tell me maybe a little bit about your experience within a boot camp, of how that kind of worked in terms of, oh man, I'm really screwing up now.
A lot of finger faults there. I don't know if you saw how many different ones he touched, but.
Oh, am I even? Oh no, I didn't. That's the. I'm done. I'm never gonna get this one out. I don't think.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, we'll see. It's gonna. If I do, it's gonna be basically the end for you, because I don't think
there won't be any stability left in this tower. If that survives.
Oh, this might. I'd say it is really hard to play host and get this. I mean, is this even legal? What I'm doing? I think it is. It's one hand. It's just that's definitely the game.
It's just not possible.
That's the game. Oh darn! Wrapping up here, in terms of you went into a boot camp, and I know we have a lot of people that are just starting out their Web3 careers. What are some of the pros to going about that journey that you would, maybe recommend to somebody that's contemplating that decision right now?
Yeah, so for a boot camp, depending on the structure of it, the first one I went to was just a full stack one, full time commitment, can't work, just focus 100% on it. If you do that kind of boot camp, you need to force yourself to take breaks and relax.
Interesting.
If you look up guys like Andrew Huberman who talk about learning, learning is best when you do it in small chunks, take a break, and then do another chunk, like an hour and a half or so.
Okay.
Where at boot camps, you're there for 8 hours, and then you're expected to work after the boot camp as well.
Sure.
It's not good for your brain to learn that way. You're just going to put soup in your brain.
Okay.
So let yourself take a break, even if you feel like you haven't gotten something 100% yet, because if you're grinding endlessly against a wall, you're not going to learn it anyway.
I would not have thought of that. So that would be recommendation number one.
Recommendation number one, let your brain rest enough to actually process what you're learning, because it is a lot.
Yeah, it is, especially for somebody that's a new technology,
For
or
sure.
whatnot. You got to have it settle in. It's something I've fought my entire engineering career. Take a walk.
Yes.
The solution
It's
usually
so
comes
true.
to you, and I'm stubborn, and I fight it. So, any closing thoughts? Anything to shill? Anything you'd like
Anything to shill?
Yeah, get out there.
I don't have anything to shill. I don't think I have anything, no.
Jump in Bogan's DMs. He's happy to help you out on your Web3 journey. He's got, some cool Web3 gaming background. I know that's a big topic here at ETHDenver this week, so jump in his DMs. Check him out.
Or if you want some disc golf coaching.
All right, there we go.
Got you.
That's a good one. Well, thanks for coming out. I enjoyed the conversation.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.